Welcome to The Informant, the podcast that talks about anything and everything. We cover from sports, religion, politics, social, you name it. I'm your host as ever, Doc McLeod. So without any further ado, let's delve right into it. Welcome, my good people. Welcome. Right. The issue that's here is, I said, let me bring part 2 of the same that I just posted. I didn't want the videos to be too long. So let me revert back to using Shona Nechirungu Futi for the benefit of many. As much as I would have wanted, I wish I was fluent in Ndebele, I would have done that. But bear with me so that I explain properly. Where you're not so sure, you can ask questions and I can answer them back. And I can do a representation for you. Right. So now the challenge that's in Zimbabwe is this. To most people that are following on this political terrain that's happening in Zimbabwe, there was the party conference that took place in Bulawayo. The party conference that took place in Bulawayo had 2 issues that were discussed. These were the two resolutions that the party of ZANU-PF had. Resolution number 1, Yanga iri yekuti, we need to extend the term of the president. Resolution number 1, Yanga iri yekuti, let's extend the term of the president. But people have not followed up to try and understand what was said on that day, which is affecting people today, or which is affecting let me say, on the public kind of a fight that people are seeing or witnessing, or the difference between the vice president and the sitting president. Resolution number 2, yakataurwa ku Bulawayo. If possible, you can go and look for that video. You will see it. Because when I was shown it, I was like, wow. I don't think people still remember all of this. Resolution number 2, Yanga iri yekuti, they want the party of ZANU-PF to have supremacy over the government. Vakati resolution number 2, varikuda kuti ZANU-PF ive hombe kudarika government. Kureva kuti government inenge yakukontrolwa neZANU-PF. Ndochidzokera kune zvandakuudzai mu part 1 of this video. Part 1 of the video ndataura ndikati, they want the sitting president to go back as a resigned person and still remain the first secretary of ZANU-PF. And then have somebody who's a dummy president in Queen B to hold office until the president comes back for the 2028 elections. The truth that's on the ground. Truth that's on the ground here kuti president vakadzokera vari muZANU-PF vachikwanisa kukontrola government iri kurwiwa nakuda tagwirei gede tapinda mumunhu mutapa Mafidi dynasty yaakunyasa kurana chinhu chayo without any problem. Kureva kuti whatever is going to happen, nyango vakachipfura vakadaro kana vapusha resolution number 2, ndosaka makadzwa zvichinzi. Let me explain this. So ndatopasirira futi. Resolution number 2 iri kuti, we want the party of ZANU-PF to have supremacy over the government, meaning to say the government needs now to submit to the party of ZANU-PF. Izvi manje kurotana mambo manje. ZANU yagadzirwa. Ndosaka muri kuona mine ma twist and turns, pick in, pick out, pick in, pick out, pick in, pick out. Because varuda kusiya vanhu vari faithful pu system iri kusetwa. Ukave faithful mu system iri kusetwa, kureva kuti now without, ndo pakanzi na Masibirebwa, we can still extend the term of the president without us amending or altering the constitution of Zimbabwe, which is correct. Kureva kuti nyango president vakachibva kuda tagwirei akaenda Queen B vakachive president, varikuve president, but he is now having to report to the party of ZANU-PF. So ZANU-PF becomes like a monarchy taakuuya to the setup yeku-England yekuti ana King Charles ndo vanenge vakagara. Whoever comes into the office will have to come and make sure that they swear by the king that I've come into power to save the nation, as with your blessing. So that's why when somebody fails, they go back and resign before the king who would have appointed them. So the Munu Mutapa dynasty, the Munu Mutapa empire, iliamira manje pakuti ZANU has now managed to be given the supremacy power over the parliament. Kureva kuti nyango mukazoti tabisa isusu ana Queen B, taisa ana Chamisa, kwakungouya uzoita president. But for him to operate, he has got to make sure that he is submitting to the monarchy, and it is the monarchy that has got the final say. Murukupanzwisisa ndo nyaya iripo iyo isiri kutaura zvakawanda. Saka right now, as much as things are going, we have got two factions. Handisi kuti yaachiwenga nea president hakuna mafactions akadaro. Remember, I told you ZANU-PF is still one and ZANU-PF is still intact. But mafactions arimo mu ZANU-PF ndiye vanhu vari kuti resolution number 1 ngatibvume kuti iende pamberi, but they are differing on which candidate is to take over during the absence or the recall time of the sitting president. Ndo parada kupinda vice president a Constantine Govea nyika dzino Dominic Chiwenga. Ndo parada kupindawo futi hanzvadzi yangu honorable Opa Muchinguri. Ndo parada kupindawo futi Kuda Tagwirei. Ndo parada kupindawo futi Jacob Mudenda. He is another candidate arofunga ndofana kupinda. Ndo parada kupindawo futi Comrade Manize ipapo. So there's quite a number of candidates who want to fill that. So everyone is saying 2030 ngavange varipo, but patinombo resigner, I want to be the person who's stepping in there. And now, because it's causing a lot of friction, here is what's going on. As much as it's now causing a lot of friction, they have also now, without making noise, started to implement resolution number 2. Yandakutaura yavarwa nevanhu yekuti let's run riot and make sure that we make ZANU-PF to have supremacy over the government. Ipapa ndoba muri kuona ana Sengezo Shabangu manje vaakupushira futi kuti zvidaro, because Sengezo Shabangu is a well-groomed guy from within the system. Remember, he was not voted by anyone, but he submitted to the vision that was sold to him, and he allowed to be used as a pawn to make sure that this vision is accomplished without a lot of challenges. Henceforth, the elimination of people like Anacha Misa, henceforth, the elimination of people who think their brains are tender ibiti. Vese na vamwe vese vasara vakangobata mapati vachasara vakabata. But resolution number 2 is the one that's now being implemented. Do pakambotaurwa nyaya yemunhu Mutapa empire yaakukanganikwa nevanhu. If this now is implemented successfully, quietly, and away from the public domain, you will then start to see the president being resigned and coming off. But by then, ZANU-PF will have supremacy over the government, meaning to say the president will now be King Munu Mutapa. Murabwi ndo vanenge va King Munu Mutapa. Every president and prime minister or whatever vachazenge vapo. From what I'm told, constitution yacho inatozochinjwa futi kuti kuve na president na prime minister as was with the original constitution. So that one runs the parliament, the other one runs the government in that manner. But both will then have to be reporting to the monarchy of the Murabu Munu Mutapa. Do set up iripo. Kwete noisy dzese zinenge zichitika kunze idzi. Certain things you don't get to hear about them until you sit down and have everything explained. So panapa pandauya and nakuya kuti muite hasha, ndauya kuti ndikuudze kuti muone chokwadi. If according to my opinion, I'm now saying if according to my opinion, option number 2 is to be implemented. That if according to my opinion, option number 2 is implemented, Murabwi voenda ku ZANU, ZANU buildwa into a monarch, and whoever comes as the president starts to report to the monarch. Panenge panika step ke kuripota ne kucontroller. If it's something done wholeheartedly and in the best manner possible, zvinobatsira ndo structure iri ku England. This is the England structure, where we have the Prime Minister going every now and then when you are appointed or voted by the people. You go and you submit and you swear from within the king's office, and then you are anointed for you to go and lead the people. If ever people feel like they don't want you, or you're not driving what people are seeing as the vision of the country properly, you are quickly voted out. That's why you see some people in Britain, they can reign even for 14 days, 21 days, 2 years, 3 years, and they are resigned. If you don't do as what people want, people will push for elections, and the government on its own will also vote you out. Then you go and surrender, submit yourself from before the king and resign before the king. Monarchy system irikuuya, as much as mukaitarisa ine kachi Chinese setup, but at the very same time it also has got a British setup. If this is implemented properly, it can work. But because vanhu vacho nevamwe vamuri kuda, I want to tell you, vanhu vacho nevamwe vamuri kuda kuoma musoro kwavakaita hamugoni kuvacontrola. Handisada kuunza mazita emamwe former party leaders. Unotoona kana kuti kune kunyarira kwachoka kuti munhu akaoma musoro uyu akada kuenda pamusoro, hamuziye his predictions. But if now this is implemented, the people can go on the streets and do what they have to do to make sure that they don't want somebody. And once you are told, you cannot rebel because the monarchy system is there. Mutapa empire. If that Mutapa empire is set properly, a control of power is manageable, then your differences in parties is all welcome. Meaning to say MDC inenge yako, Triple C inenge yako, ZANU-PF inenge yako, my elections are going to be fair. Whoever wins becomes the president of Zimbabwe. But once you become president of Zimbabwe, if you try and step out of line, your people are bound to be allowed to go on the streets. And once that happens, you cannot overpower the monarchy at the top. But monarchy will continue to watch over everyone and protect the nation, as is in England. That's the correct setup. Irikutambwa pa ground up. Saka handifuna kuti mumhanye kungovenga munhu kuti hey ZANU-PF, hey chakati. Chanda akutobvunza is, which one do you think is the most workable method when it comes to the politics in Zimbabwe? Can we have? Because why I'm asking this, ukangouya uchingoti ZANU-PF ngaibve, you are not talking to me. You are using your emotions. I want people that will come with facts. Because Pakabiswa Mugabe, I want to believe people thought we had the best in the incoming incumbent of President Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. Some people are having challenges with him. So even if, let's say, he comes off, and let's say a person like Chamisa comes in, or a person like VP Chiwenga comes in, they are also unpredictable. You might say from bed to west, Mjenda Magadaroso, according to others. But if this system, which is to me option number 2, is implemented properly, it gives control, it gives submission, and it gives people back their power. Musashan say my emotions. Let's come clean here. This is a very serious issue that I'm giving unto you. I want to see which one do you think you will favor. Is it resolution number 1, where they amend the constitution? And it's also being led by propagandists like Professor Jonathan Moyo. Professor Jonathan Moyo is always active. That you should know. But also resolution number 2, which is not being spoken of, but is being implemented behind the scenes. Because most people have forgotten about it, and most people never got to know about it. It only takes people like ourselves who keep following on politics very closely to understand this. So, option number 2, the equity ZANU is turned into a monarch. If you look at it, ZANU is turned into a monarch. Why am I saying ZANU is turned into a monarch? Because they want ZANU-PF to have supremacy over the parliament. Parliament do wawena mapati enyu munonosadza ma-MP enyu amunoda and whatever. Zviri very clean, very very smart. Kureva kuti even my results anenge akuverengerwa pama-station ipapo zvisina chitsotsi, arohwa ikoko arohwa pa-fair. Whatever is going to happen does not disturb the monarchy. If the monarchy is handled properly, the setup that I've given you and enlightened you, which has never been highlighted by anyone up to this very day, you will see, according to me, power control will be at its best. kudata gwire nyangwa akapinda akanzi ndiye president, he still has got to submit to the monarchy and still face up to the 2028 elections. So let's assume 2028 elections, VP Chiwenga wants to stand as for presidential candidate, his name will be in the hat. Kudata Gwire wants to stand up for the presidential candidate, his name will be in the hat. Ngonzora's name will be in the hat. Chamisa's name will be in the hat. Whoever wins on fair basis will have to go and submit to the monarchy of the Murabwi, which is the Munumutapa Empire. Don't use emotions. When information is given, try and make sure that you chew through it and get and come up with what we call is the best perfect way or method, if not the finality to what gives you peace as a nation. Right now, we are here to try and stop all the unnecessary fights that's happening within ZANU-PF, because it's costing almost everyone, while some people are moving forward. So, which one do you think is supposed to be the best of the two resolutions? Resolution number 1, to extend the term of the president. Now, by amending the constitution or extending this, the length of the second term from 5 years to 7 years. That one is not, I'm told, it's not regarded as constitutional amendment, but it's an amendment of the it's an amendment to the longevity of the term, which is the second term, from 5 years to 7 years. So when I'm at technicalities here, because the issue we have here is not a legal battle. No, it's not a legal battle. It's a political battle. It's a political battle. Then resolution number 2, like I told you, it's all about making ZANU-PF to have supremacy over the government, so that everyone who's voted into power reports to ZANU-PF as the monarchy, and ZANU-PF is transformed into the Murabwi monarchy, which is the Munumutapa, which then sees the sitting president as King Munumutapa. Ndapedza. Ameno ndatsanangura zvamanzwa here. Akana usina kubata izvo hapana uchauchabata. Ndaenda kutaura chokwadi chakadai so ichi achinzwiko kumaraini, chinoda ndiripo paground kudai so. Mfundisi ndovhurwa madhoo ese ndikanoka ndogarisa togara pasi tichinzwisisana. I was logged in a meeting for 3 hours with some very important people. Vachindipira nyaya dzacho dzese kuti munzwai mfundisi ndo nyaya iripo. They cannot say it. So they have to give it to a person like me so that ndikutaurirei musaite hasha ivo vachiziva kuti chokwadi chabuda. It is nobatsira munhu wese. From the sitting president, he should be happy with this. From the opposing president, he should be happy with this. From the vice president, he should be happy with this. Even the opposition, they should also be happy with this. Because after the monarchy set up, Iyoya supremacy of ZANU-PF, it means to say all other candidates will then go into the hat and contest in 2028 free and fair elections. Ameno munopaono say. Gatuonisana vanhu vaMwari. Ndini wenyu. Make sure you subscribe as I continue to give you updates. Ndiri kuno ndasarwa ne 2 days. Ndiri kuno rega ndidzifambire dzese ndikubuditsira chokwadi pachena so that musanetseke. Itirwa zvakanaka vanhu vaMwari, ndokudai nemoyo wese. I'm yours, Dogma Clouds, and I'm out.